put a little twist in each one of these cables and spice this thing up a little bit. We're gonna get it up to hopefully 75 pounds. The maths. We're dialed. Let's go kill some mule deer. Nothing has really changed on this bow except for that it is dirty and it has some rust on it from where I was in the rain, mostly on this bolt here from Hamskea. But other than that, UV slider working really well. Hamskea Epsilon, again, it's been a great rest. Stock strings, bow's been great. I have absolutely no complaints. Been shooting it a lot. Did a whitetail hunt in Ohio with it, shot a whitetail in North Carolina with it, and just have been shooting this thing an absolute ton. So we have the scale here set at 0. Let's see what it draws at now after it's been a couple months. Uh, 73.3. Let's do it one more time. 73.1. You're gonna have to trust me on that. I hope I didn't break it. Looks to be all right. Stock strings, I think these are winner's choice strings that Elite puts on there. They're good. They're holding. I haven't had any peep twist on it. Peep's right where I tied it in at. Piece of equipment that I got with this bow with the, I don't know, the information, the specs on it, said it came in 70-pound limbs, 65-pound limbs, 60-pound limbs, 54, whatever, etc., right? It didn't say 75-pound limbs, and then the day Elite dropped it, I dropped my video, and I had already edited it, posted it, and come to find out, you can get it with 75-pound limbs. I didn't know that. I probably would have got them if I had knew that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this thing in the press and put a little twist in each one of these cables and spice this thing up a little bit. We're gonna get it up to hopefully 75 pounds. 0 pounds, 0 holding weight. We put 1 twist in each cable. So I'm guessing it went up a pound to a pound and a half. Yeah, 74.1, so not too bad. Let's try one more time. 73.9, so 1 twist probably put maybe a pound in it. Arrow that I'm going to shoot on this trip is going to be this Ultra arrow. This is kind of a very hodgepodge arrow now that I look at it, right? It has an Easton 55 grain titanium insert. I actually love these components. Ultra arrow carbon shaft. This is a boning wrap, tack vanes, victory knock. So this is like the hodgepodge. This is the mutt of arrows. I shot these tack vanes earlier this year at TAC in Tennessee. I also shot them for the First Form November Knockdown Final Championship that I ended up winning in this 4-fletch configuration. These things have been great. Like, I've been shooting them. These things absolutely tuned great out of this bow. So the total weight on this arrow right here is 485 grains, 100 grain point weight, 55 grain insert. Carbon shaft weighs 10.3 grains per inch, roughly. It's like 10.3 or 10.5. I have a 5.5 inch wrap on it made for 166 shafts, 4 fletch of the tack vanes, slightly offset to the left, and a victory knock. The sharp pointy thing that I'm gonna shoot on the end, the broadhead, I'm gonna continue to shoot those Sever 2.0s. In my whitetail hunt, if you guys go back and watch that video, you will see that it looks like when I shoot that deer, the arrow is sticking out that far out of the deer and it doesn't look like I got great penetration. But upon further inspection of finding that deer, I had an entry and an exit hole, and the arrow was broke pretty much right at the ribs. So I don't know if when the arrow went in, it deflected, and as it was going out the other side, it broke, and it just got stuck in the deer as he took off running. But I had entry and exit wound, and that severs punched a really big hole. I had a ton of blood to follow him, even though I followed him for a while because he was on a dead sprint. But overall, I was pretty happy with the performance of him, so I'm gonna shoot him again because I have him. The only thing I'm gonna have to do once I get the stabilizer set on this and I juice up these cables a little bit is I'm probably gonna have to change my sight scale because those were built for arrows that were like 460 grains. These are 25 grains heavier. Now, will the 1 more pound of draw weight, will that matter? I don't know. One thing you do have to watch out for when you are putting a down bracket on a bow is to make sure that it is lined up perfectly plumb through the riser, because if it is slightly offset, you're actually going to offset the front weight on that bar, and it's not going to be good. I want to check your handiwork. Just line it right up to the limb ball. That's not bad. Not too bad. What's up? Shooting a YouTube video. All right. All right, see ya. Can't get anything done. All right, so hear me out. Now that I have 20 set, this arrow is 25 grains heavier than what I was shooting, give or take. The bow is now pulling at 1 pound heavier. So if the maths, the sight scale I was using was number 17 for those old ones. So theoretically, I should be able to go to 17 on this side, and that should get me ballpark close at 60. I might be a couple inches off, or I might be dead on. God dang, these are so small. Am I getting older, just these sight things that just hard for me to see? All right, that's 17. I should be a couple inches or on. Oh damn, I was close, 60.3. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Where are we at? 3 arrows. The maths. I'm pretty much on. I'm gonna shoot these last 2. We'll walk up there, but I'm like low half of the dot, so it's, yeah, maybe it's not dead center, but it's within. I think it's close enough where I'm not gonna have to change the sight scale. Oh, bad shot. All right, we're close. All right, here we go. These top 3, these are my first ones, and then these 2 last ones were a little low. I kind of knew one of these broke a little low. The other one felt pretty good, but obviously it broke a little low. These are not bad. I'm gonna move my sight scale to 18 and probably call this good. I'm gonna shoot it in, but I have a couple weeks before I leave, so I'm probably gonna shoot this in for a while. Why did I make the changes I made? I've been playing around with the Omnia with different stabilizer setups, and I went back to what I had on my Matthews V3X because that felt really good for me. It's very similar to what I'm running on my target bow right now. That's probably why it feels so good. Arrow-wise, nothing wrong with the arrows I was shooting. Just wanted to shoot something different. They just spined out to be correct. They're just a tick heavy, but 485 out of what I'm shooting is not heavy at all. It's great for whitetail, great for mule deer, great for elk. And the Sever 2.0s, like I said, I had a really good blood trail with that whitetail I shot, so why not shoot them again? I have a quiver full of them. Go out there, try different things, try different setups, move your stabilizers around, put different weights on them, try different things if you have the capacity to do it. I encourage it, but that's probably it for this video. If you have any questions about my setup, or if you have any things that you guys want to see videos on, drop them in the comments down below. We're starting to get into that time of year where I don't have a lot of things coming up. So if there's something that you guys want me to do a dive into, if you want me to try out, you want me to test on my bow, let me know. Drop it down in the comments below. I'm going to give it a shot for science. So thanks for following, guys. Hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next video.